India is a country that provides an overwhelming sensory experience in the best possible way. It is a continent-sized nation with 1.4 billion people and 33 million gods that would take a lifetime to explore fully. However, with a little preparation, navigating India's mountains, metropolises, temples, tigers, sublime experiences, and scams becomes more comfortable. Here are some insider tips to make your vacation in India unforgettable. 1. Vaccinations. India is home to various tropical diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and rabies. Therefore, getting vaccinated at least 8 weeks before you travel is essential. Vaccines for diphtheria, tetanus, hepatitis A and B, polio, typhoid, and COVID-19 are usually recommended. Longer trips may require vaccination against Japanese B encephalitis, meningitis, and rabies. Yellow fever vaccination is only needed if you are arriving from a country where the disease is prevalent. 2. Malaria is a severe illness in India, and it is necessary to take a suitable course of anti-malarial prophylaxis before and after your trip. Avoiding mosquito bites is vital to prevent mosquito-borne diseases such as dengue fever. Wear long-sleeved clothes, sleep under a mosquito net, and use mosquito repellent or plug-in mosquito killers with a high concentration of DEET. 3. Get insured. Travel insurance is essential for India, as public hospitals are of poor quality, and private clinics require payment before treatment. Emergency evacuation coverage is a must, and adventure activities should be included. If you are a victim of crime, contact the local police station or dial 100 or 112, the national emergency number. 4. Plan your trip around the seasons. India experiences 2 seasons, rainy and dry. The monsoon season brings rain to most of the country from June to September, making it an excellent time to visit the high-altitude deserts of Ladakh. The milder rainy season in the south lasts from October to December. The best time to visit India is from October to May, but the humidity and temperatures can be unbearable from March onwards. 5. Book ahead for busy times and festivals. November to February is the peak tourist season, and cheap accommodation can be challenging to find. Booking in advance, either through the venues or aggregator sites, is recommended. Book train tickets ahead, especially for popular routes, through the government booking site IRCTC or local booking sites such as 12Go or ClearTrip. 6. Plan your communications before you travel. A local SIM card makes things easier in India, including train bookings. Bring an unlocked phone or pick one up locally and sign up for a local pay-as-you-go SIM package on arrival. You will need passport photos and photocopies of your passport ID pages to complete the application. 7. Check your lunar calendars. The major festivals for various religions follow lunar calendars and fall on different dates every year. Check the festival dates before booking your trip. The Indian government maintains a list of public holidays online. 8. Learn how to greet people. Greetings in India are essential and vary by religion. The standard greeting is Namaste, with your hands together in a prayer-like gesture in front of your chest. When meeting Muslims, say, Salam Alaikum, and the correct response is, Alaikum Salam. Shaking hands is standard between men, but men and women rarely shake hands. The left hand is reserved for toilet business and is never used to pass anything or shake hands. When invited to someone's home, bring a small gift, such as flowers or sweets, and remove your shoes before entering. 9. Dress modestly. In India, modesty is highly valued, particularly for women. It is recommended to wear loose-fitting clothing that covers the legs and arms, especially when visiting religious sites. Swimwear is typically only appropriate at the beach, and it is common for locals to swim fully clothed. To blend in with the local culture, consider investing in traditional attire such as a kurta pajama for men or a salwar kameez for women. 10. What to eat and how to eat it. India is a diverse country with various dietary rules influenced by different religions. It is important to be aware of these customs. Muslims avoid pork, Hindus avoid beef, and some Hindus and Buddhists follow vegetarian or vegan diets. Vegan and vegetarian food is readily available in India due to these dietary preferences. Eating with your hands is common in many restaurants, particularly in the southern regions. It is also common to eat thalis, which are plate meals served on a banana leaf. 11. Haggling is a common practice in India when purchasing goods. However, it should always be done in a respectful and friendly manner. Avoid losing your temper during negotiations. Start by offering a counteroffer, typically about half of the initially quoted price, and gradually work up to a mutually agreeable figure. If you cannot reach an agreement, politely decline and explore other options. Offering to purchase additional items may sometimes result in a discount on the overall cost. 12. Temple etiquette. Religion holds great importance in India, and visiting temples, mosques, monasteries, and gurdwaras, Sikh shrines, requires adherence to specific rules. Always check if you are allowed to enter, as some places of worship may restrict access to non-followers. It is customary to remove your shoes before entering religious buildings, and covering your head with a scarf or shawl may be required. Dress modestly, covering your legs and arms, and be mindful of any restrictions on photography and the use of leather goods. 13. Giving alms. Giving alms is a long-standing tradition in India, and it is not uncommon to be approached by people seeking money, especially when visiting temples and mosques. While giving is a personal choice, it is advisable to exercise caution to avoid scams. Consider supporting local charities or aid organizations rather than providing cash directly. Instead of distributing sweets or gifts to children, consider donating useful items like books or stationery to local schools or women's groups. 14. Public displays of affection. India has conservative social norms, particularly regarding interactions between unmarried men and women. Public displays of affection, regardless of sexual orientation, are generally best avoided. Respect for elders is highly regarded, and addressing older individuals with appropriate honorifics demonstrates cultural sensitivity. 15. Street harassment. Regrettably, street harassment, including intrusive stares and sexual harassment, is a common issue in India. Take precautions to maintain your privacy, such as wearing a wedding ring, even if unmarried, using sunglasses, and listening to music through headphones while in public. If harassed, drawing attention to the situation can encourage others to come to your aid. Women should consider using public transport carriages reserved for women and avoid walking alone in isolated areas, especially at night. 16. Keep track of security situations in India. India has seen many deadly attacks by separatist and Marxist groups and Kashmiri insurgents. Monitor the local news and be alert for suspicious behavior, particularly around major tourist sites. Always check the security situation before traveling to Srinagar in the Kashmir Valley in case of flare-ups of violent unrest. Strikes, demonstrations, and protests are also best avoided, as violence is common. In the event of trouble, obey curfews and stay inside. Your hotel is probably the safest place to be. 17. Follow the local rules and regulations. India has some unusual laws and regulations, and it pays to stay on the right side of them. Photographing bridges, the military, and border crossings is considered a serious security issue, so don't do it. When flying internally in India, you may be asked to surrender batteries from devices in your cabin bags. Smoking is banned in public places, and some areas also have bans on the consumption of beef. Killing or injuring a cow in a road accident, even accidentally, can lead to violent reprisals. 18. Steer clear of drugs. India may have a reputation as a place to push boundaries, but its drug laws are strict. Some religious groups are permitted to consume marijuana for ceremonial purposes, but that doesn't extend to tourists. Even possessing small amounts of drugs for personal use can lead to a prison sentence. Considering the penalties, it's not worth the risk. 19. Avoid the tap water. Drinking or brushing your teeth with Indian tap water is a fast track to stomach troubles, the most common illness people experience in India. Stick to purified or bottled water, or even better, purify your own to avoid contributing to India's plastic waste mountain. The water rule extends to ice. Be wary of ice in drinks and ice cream, and to uncooked foods, particularly salads, which may have been washed with contaminated water. When eating fruit, stick to things you can peel or wash thoroughly yourself, and be cautious of freshly prepared juices. Hot drinks are generally fine, so drink your fill of chai, sweet Indian tea. 20. Spot the scams, and there are plenty. India is home to several scams designed to separate travelers from their money, and touts and confidence tricksters can be found wherever tourists gather. Get tourist information and make bookings at official offices, rather than tourist offices you have been led to by people offering unsolicited help. If anyone takes you to a hotel, shop, or other establishment, they are usually angling for a commission, which will be added to the price you will pay. Be dubious of claims that the place you want to go is closed. Always check yourself to be sure. Be wary of deals that sound too good to be true, for example, the gem scam, where travelers are tricked into buying worthless gems they think they can sell at a profit back home. Be cautious about accepting food or drink from strangers on buses and trains. Travelers have been drugged and robbed in the past. India can be a wondrous place to visit like any other foreign country. Always be cautious, but most of all have fun. Please, like this video, and subscribe so we can bring you more travel videos like this. Thank you for watching.